Well, ladies and gents, hello. We promised you that we had a couple of surprises this week. One was talking to the On the Ranch boys from North Queensland, which we did in our earlier episode. But one of our favourites is joining us this week, the SG Ball captain of the West Magpies, a bloke that we fought over in the draft. Unfortunately, I know he's lost personally, the poor bloke, so I'm going to ask him questions about that. It is one Archie Duncombe. Archie, how are you, mate?
Yeah, no, good yourself. Happy to be here. So, yeah.
Thanks for having us, mate. I hear that you're doing some teachers' aid work at Eaglevale High School. Are you
Yeah,
not?
sure am. Yeah, I am. No, it's been good getting around that school. Obviously turning into a sports school as well. So I've been involved in the sports program there, which suits me down to the ground. So yeah, been loving it.
Unreal. So are you almost like the blue shirt sitting in the back, just directing orders, telling the boys where to direct traffic?
Pretty much something like that. Just whatever the coaches tell me, I just tell them. Just a messenger.
Unreal, mate. Very good. Unfortunately for you, I know your boss, who is also an avid listener of this podcast, which makes me think that's why you might know about us. One Craig Butler, who is one of the instrumental figures in turning Eaglevale into a sports high school that's going to be very closely affiliated with the Tigers. How are you finding working as a teacher's aide, mate, and balancing it with footy?
Yeah, I've loved it, to be honest. Good. Like, as I said, turning into a sports school, like something I enjoy, being able to coach footy all day pretty much. And then like it's pretty much like being in school again sort of thing. Like you're sort of on the same schedule as what you are in school already. Works in well with training and that. So yeah, I love it. It's good.
Unreal, mate. Good on you. So talk to us about sort of where you grew up, junior clubs, those sorts of things, when you got picked up in junior rep sides. Just for the sake of the listeners, a bit of background.
Yeah, all good. So I'm from Crookwell. Crookwell's like 30 minutes south of Goulburn. So out in the country there. I started playing when I was about 5, and I was playing for the Crookwell Green Devils until I was about 11. And then that folded, unfortunately, so we had to go to Goulburn, travelling there a couple times a week. And then from 13s to 15s, I just did the Canberra Raiders development stuff. Under 16s, I played for the Monero Colts in the Andrew Johns Cup, and that was a good year. We just missed out on finals that year. After that, I moved to St. Greg's in like the back end of year 9, going into year 10. And I just trialled actually Shannon rang me up and offered me a spot in the summer squad for the Harold Matts team. So I took that. And after that, I pretty much just played first grade for Greg's and then Harold Matts, Laurie Daly, SG Ball and Fleck for Tigers.
Sensational. Oh, you really shot to fame for us when I think it would have been your last year of LD Cup. You made the summer squad and you got dropped back into Laurie Daly Cup and named captain of that side, played your guts out and eventually got promoted back into that SG side in those last few games. I actually watched your SG debut against the Chooks at Kirkham. But sort of talk me through, because I hear a lot about your resilience, your leadership, and your work ethic. I mean, it's a long time ago now, but what was sort of going through your mind when you did get dropped back there? Because you clearly didn't drop your bundle. What was your mindset and sort of what were you doing sort of week to week to ensure you got back playing your best footy and eventually back in that SG Ball side?
Yeah, well, I think it was after the last trial of SG Ball. We played Cronulla and I thought I played all right. But anyway, you get that phone call the next week saying you've been dropped to the Laurie Daly. And I was like, obviously pretty disappointed about it. But I had a few chats with people around me and that. And they were like, oh, it could be a blessing in disguise. Like, you never know. So I went back there, trying to be open-minded. And I think I might have been like a week into training at Laurie Daly. And the coach, Mitch Tyler, he just came up and had a good chat with me. And like I'd known him through school and I was pretty close with him. But no, he just came up and said he was happy to have me there and pretty much he believed in me. So just got back to work in Laurie Daly, like, because we started to finish off a little bit of pre-season. So I was winning most of the fitness drills in the Laurie Daly there. And it set me up for a pretty good year. So it was good.
Mate, in those first few weeks of Laurie Daly Cup, I think you caught our eye because of probably the attacking flair, which, you don't necessarily build your game off, but you're throwing cutout passes, sort of outside the 3-man and hitting the winger untouched. You were, offloading at will, even putting in short kicks here and there when sort of that happened. But then you got into SG Ball and you first, you really based it off hard work. You really stripped that back, effort areas up high, kick chase, kick pressure, line speed, trying as hard as you can to get quick play the balls. And that's something that really has become a cornerstone of your game, as you've sort of transitioned into the middle. What do you regard as your strengths?
100%. As you just said, I'd say my work ethic and effort areas, I try to hone in on effort areas as much as I can because you always get told it takes no talent to do those effort areas right. And yeah, that's what I base my game off. If you do those effort areas, like you can't really have a bad game. You have a quiet game, you can't really have a bad game. So that's what I've been trying to do, just work hard, and fitness is a big part of that, just trying to get the fitness right. So you can do all those effort areas to the extent that you have to.
Yeah, 100.
One of the reasons that you caught my eye, I'll just be fully honest, was there was a period of time, I think it might have been when you first started playing SG ball, when you like scored a try in like at least 2 games in a row. And I think you scored 2 doubles, if I remember correctly, in a row. And you were playing in the back row at the time. And I remember seeing they were like really good tries from like running really solid back rower lines. And now you've moved into the middle.
Yeah.
So I remember watching that at the time and being like, that's the best looking young back rower I've seen coming through the club in terms of like the ability to score back rower style tries. So talk me through like how somebody goes from like killing it as a back rower and then moving into the middle.
Yeah, I think it was a decision. So I did the whole flag preseason after that year, and I trained back row the whole preseason. And I think I went to my SG ball session after Christmas, and they're like, "Oh, you're going to play in the middle for SG ball." And I was like, "Yeah, sweet, no worries." Like, I didn't really mind. I'm happy to play like 13 or back row sort of thing, because even now I don't mind where I get put between them. Like, I don't like to think that I'm sort of just stuck in the middle sort of thing. I can fill couple roles. But started getting the reps in at SG ball to play middle, and I think it suits my game as well pretty well. Just high effort areas, just getting through your work rate. So yeah, it sort of goes hand in hand with what I base my game on in the back row.
I heard off a mate of yours that you kind of see yourself like you're happy to sort of play wherever you like, but you're really happy sort of playing in the middle, and it allows you to really, utilize your strengths as best as possible. Obviously, your work rate and your effort areas, but also your ball playing ability as well. Can you sort of talk us through that and what sort of 13 you sort of admire playing in the NRL at the moment?
Yeah, 100%. I think like you got your 13s like Cameron Murray and that. They're just high effort area, high tackles and that. And it's sort of good to base your game off someone like that. Yeah, I like being in the middle. You get more involved. You get your hands on the ball a bit more. You can sort of half get us to where we need to go sort of thing, whether it's laying the line or making the extra tip on pass to set our shape up and that. So, yeah, it's good. A bit different from back row, but I've enjoyed both of them, to be honest.
100. Mate, talk me through this year's SG ball season. Obviously, you were named captain. Congratulations, amazing honour. But a bit of a testing year. There was a period through the year where we whacked the Steelers and won a couple of games in a row there. Looked really, really good. We beat both St George's sides there. You were front and centre when we came back to beat the Warriors in round 6. But it just felt like, from our perspective, that it just didn't click. And obviously, we lost a couple of boys, particularly in the spine over the off season, which hurt us. But there was also some really good individual seasons from blokes like yourself, Riley Oitman, and Christian Torpau-Moores. Like, how did you see the season, and what did you make of it?
Yeah, well, in preseason, like obviously I was on the flag line, and that was tough. But from what I heard from all the boys down at SG Ball, like, theirs was tough as well, and I don't doubt that at all. I think we're a very fit team, and we came into round 1 like that. But as you said, it just didn't sort of click for the first couple of rounds, and I couldn't really put my finger on it. But after that, as you said, we got a couple of wins, and things were just starting to click. We felt more connected and gelled as a team. So, yeah, I can't really put my finger on it, but no, I think it just took a while for us to click. If we came into round 1 like that, we're probably looking at making finals, but it's always a what if, isn't it?
It always is.
It
Yeah.
seems like every team in the whole club's going through that. You got the flag
Yeah.
side who are coming into form at the end, New South Wales Cup coming into form at the end, NRL side coming into form at the end. It just, I guess everybody's just going to need to go into the off season and like take stock of what needs to change to start the season a bit quicker next year.
%.
Arch, you got activated as a concussion sub in New South Wales Cup. Talk us through that.
Yeah, it was a bit weird how it came about. But yeah, pretty much just got a phone call, said I'd be 18th man for Cup. And I was like, oh, sweet. Like, you never know sort of thing. And then I think, yeah, we're getting pumped that game against Dragons, I think. So I came on, I think he got concussed like off the first back fence, Kit Lally. So I came on in the last like 10 minutes, I think, and we were down by a heap. So there wasn't really much pressure on it. No, I enjoyed it. It was good getting an experience up there sort of thing, just testing yourself against like that sort of team. And I'm pretty sure Dragons are pretty handy in New South Wales Cup as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, it was good to test yourself against a team like that and just further like, so you know how to like what you need to improve on.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me ask some of the real stock standard questions. What team did you support growing up? Who was your favourite player? And the correct answer is Benji Marshall.
No, growing up, I always supported Tigers. I think
Wow.
my dad, yeah. I know, coming from Crookwell, supporting Tigers is pretty rare. But my dad was always a Tigers fan, so I think he sort of brought me into it. So yeah, I've supported Tigers my whole life. And yeah, one of my favourite players I used to like was Liam Martin, because just his country boy like me and shared similar characteristics, I thought. But yeah, I loved watching his games sort of thing. But yeah, been Tigers fan my whole life.
So how did you get on the radar of Shannon Gallant? Like, was that just random for you, or did you like put your like name into some sort of lottery or something, or is it just luck that the Tigers head of pathways rang you of all people?
Yeah. No, so I think after my Andrew Johns year for Monera, I made the New South Wales country team. And from there, I think Shannon was at that game and I got introduced to him there. Mainly going to Greg's as well. Like St. Greg's has a good affiliation with the Tigers. So I think he sort of knew me through there. And then, yeah, one day sort of just got a phone call from him saying, you can be in the summer squad and that sort of thing. That's how it all pretty much started. So,
Mate, talk me through, obviously, post-SG ball. I know that you've been on the extended bench a couple of times for Flegg. Obviously, as we talked about, you got activated as a concussion sub. You've been playing local A grade and playing in a couple of the pathways fixtures for the Tigers as well, like, you know, sort of week to week. What have you been doing at the moment in terms of playing footy?
yeah, no, so I played for Camden Rams and then obviously the development games for Tigers. We played against Canberra. I think we got the win in that one as well.
Yeah, you
But
did.
yeah, I've mainly just been training, to be honest, just going to every training, putting 100% in sort of thing, doing the extras on the side, trying to keep myself fit. So, yeah, that's what I've been up to.
Where are you living at the moment? Are you in Campbelltown?
What's your address? Don't give it to him.
Yeah, no, I've been living around Concord.
Hey, sweet. Are you in the Tigers' house?
Nah, because I think that got discontinued. Because I was in the Tigers' house at the end of last year, and that's where I met the roommate I'm living with. I'm living with Charlie Murray at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I'm living with him and his missus. So it's been all right.
You guys have a pretty similar style of game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, a little bit, I'd
You
say.
don't think so?
Nah, 100%. But nah, he's obviously been killing it in NRL at the moment, so nah, happy for him. But yeah, it's been good living with him. It's pretty chill. But I think I'll probably try and move out closer to work next year, so I'm not travelling up and down the highway every day, which will be
One
better.
of those tolls.
Yeah, yes.
So the Tigers' house got discontinued. Who was the culprit? What happened there?
I'm not sure, to be honest, because
Someone threw a
moved in
party
there.
or something.
Because I got moved there pretty much after school and just did pre-season, like living there. And then, yeah, I just stopped doing it. I'm not sure why.
It's all right. You're too nice. I would have taken that opportunity to just
Bang
bury
them out.
somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your contract status, Archie? Are you still with the club for a little while longer yet before you have to worry about stuff like that?
Yeah, my contract finishes at the end of next year. So I got next year on my contract, and then we'll see what happens with that when it comes about. But yeah, I've just pretty much just been focused on playing at the moment, just trying to work my way into the team.
What's your goals for next year? Are you hoping to push into just like flags consistently, or are you looking a little bit higher for next year?
Oh, I think my first goal would be trying to cement a starting role in flag, to be honest. I haven't thought too much further about that. That's been my main goal for next year.
Mate, pre-season, do you know what sort of squad you're going to be training with as yet? I know you did flag last year. You're going to get time with grade or with cup. Do you know?
I'm not getting any time with grade, but I'm not sure about cup and that. I'd say it'd be majority flag, but yeah, I'd say they'll let me know close to the dates.
100. Mate, you are a Tigers fan, so tell me, what are you seeing this year in terms of, obviously the improvement of 3 straight spoons and knowing what being in the system? Like, are you excited about what's to come for the club?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I think we've improved in nearly much every comp, I'd say. Our mains, they improved out of sight this year as well. But yeah, you can see it filter through like the whole system, what first grades, like what their standards are and that. So no, it's been good seeing it the year before and now, because we're obviously on a path that's getting better.
Very good, mate. We talk about pathways players all the time. And, obviously yourself, Christian, Mussy, Phoenix, Logan Brooks, these sorts of guys, they always get a big rap from us. Who's someone that you train with, play with, that you're really excited about that might be a bit slept on within the system that you reckon's sort of going to go on to do pretty good things?
Bit slept
Besides
on.
yourself.
No, bit slept on. Obviously named like Phoenix and that, they've been killing it. Man, that's a hard question. Probably someone that probably doesn't get talked too much about is Callum McMenemy. He's sort of just been training his ass off sort of thing. I think he's been going all right in the local A grade comp. But yeah, when I've played with him, he's sort of just been a reliable centre sort of thing. So someone like that, I'd say. Then you got Xavier as well. Xavier's another gun. Yeah, next year, probably a big year for those two as well.
Yeah, I'm very, very keen to see how that flag side shapes up. That'll be unreal. You yourself, Zave, Callum should get a crack left centre. Yeah, it shapes up as a pretty good side. Logan again. I don't know where Haywood starts next year, but yeah, I'm licking my lips.
Yeah, 100%.
You got anything else?
Have you always been a forward? Because I know there's a lot of young players. They like this. The story emerges like I was a halfback when I was a kid. Were you one of those? Like when you were like a young player before you like got into the rep teams and stuff like that? Were you just like so much better at footy that you were the 7, even though you were bigger than everybody, or have you always been a forward?
I think when I was real young, I think they gave me, you get that first receiver bib, the yellow bib. I think they gave me that just so I get the ball a bit earlier because I might have been a bit slow off the mark. But so no, I had that, and then as soon as it was like international rules, I was front row for like my first couple of years of playing, just because I was bigger than everyone when I was younger, and then got moved into the back row when I was like 15, and been there ever since until this year.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but like, what is your size? Like, how tall and how heavy are you? Because I think that you seem, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
You kind of seem big, but also not the biggest middle at the same time. So it'd be interesting to know.
Yeah, I'm 184 centimeters. I think that's 6 feet. I'm not really sure. And I'm about 98 kilos at the moment. I sort of lost some weight.
So you're looking to get that playing weight up a bit?
Not really. I feel comfortable when I'm 98 kilos. I was doing the whole preseason at about 103. And like I felt all right then. I just feel a bit quicker in that when I'm 98. So I'm pretty happy where I'm at now.
Okay. Good to know. So
last one before you go, post-game meal, what are you going? What's your order?
Post-game meal. I'll probably go to like big chicken schnitzel with veg, chips and gravy, I reckon. Something like that.
Great shit.
That's
you are a
Crookwell
boy for sure.
That's not bad. I know that one of the Tigers' major sponsors is Macca's, and they do the Macca's mic. So, from a marketing guy to you, you could have potentially
20 nuggets, medium chips.
Great.
Awesome, dude. No, it was awesome. Thank you so much for coming on. We very much appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries.
And,
all good. Thanks for having me as
Good
well.
luck for the rest
Enjoyed
of the
it.
year. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, thank
No,
you.
mate, really appreciate it. All the best. Speak to you soon.
No worries. Cheers.
All right, cheers.
See you, bros.
See ya.